give us a couple hundred. You know what I mean? But I don't know about, you know, if that means nationwide that's going to get it. But that's why it's important for us to make sure that this tape is taking all your questions down so they can make sure they send it back to be answered.
This gentleman in the hat.
Hold on. That young man over there. Okay,
this gentleman is trying to say
Thank you. I'd say if you want to see the status of our country, then look at your education system. Look at the people who are coming out of it. I just graduated last year from Flint Central High School, class of 2008, last year. And I have to say, the education system is in disarray. I'm going to Michigan State University, James Madison College for International Relations.
Oh, very good. Let's give the gentleman.
Well, I'm going there because I think that maybe one day I'll be able to do something for this world, kind of like our president. And I would say that the way you really stimulate a country in the long term, the most far-sighted thing, which is the exact opposite of what we've been doing for the past 8 years, obviously, is to increase education funding. You're going to have, you know, we're talking about a Band-Aid. You know, Band-Aids come off, but education, that makes, that increases the ability of your workforce to, be diversified and have the technological advances, or take on technological advances that you would want to in a developed country like the one that we live in. There's an old proverb that goes, for 1 year, plant rice. For 10 years, plant a tree. For 100 years, educate a child. And I think that's what we need to do. We need to increase the funding for the education system.
That's right. And we know that the stimulus package definitely includes.
That includes paying the teachers enough to
make sure. And that's very true.
Trying to cut 122
Can I ask?
out of the education.
Can I ask a question? How many people in this room are in foreclosure?
Okay, well, just
How many people in this room have come through foreclosure?
there you go.
Okay. Just
In 2003, if this did not just start in
That's right.
2008, I just
That's
wanted
right.
you to know that.
No, this started a long time ago. long
Please
before
give us
that.
one question in that I want. I just sat down yesterday to do my income tax online. We don't have that much income, but I owe everybody. So I said, okay, stop, it's way too early. Let's see what happens. Does the tax part of the tax cut part of the stimulus package impact this current tax year? Or is this something we're going to see next year? Because I know other people that are waiting to see what's going to happen, but if it's no effect,
They never go back.
we have to just go ahead and make plans.
Okay, let me get one thing in that needs to get in. I have a person that wrote me also. Her name is Kathy Scheller. She said, I wish I could attend, but I have to work. I'm very concerned about power generation for individual homes or small communities. How are we going to power all these electric cars? Consumers will charge through the nose if we just plug into the current. Okay, so what y'all think about what Kathy got to say? Huh? I think that's what
One of the saddest things that we had was it wasn't that long ago, last century, 1996 or something like that we had a very great electric car that GM built. By 2002, they got rid of it. They dumped it all. Why? Because they couldn't make any profit. That's all it was. It's the only reason they got rid of that car. They couldn't make any profit on it.
what was the name of the car?
Evos.
The Evo?
It was Detroit Edison.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
EV1.
That little bitty thing.
No, it's like a salad.
They get you 30 miles a gallon. You're supposed to be impressed.
I thought it was like a little bitty.
There's a movie called Who Killed the Electric Car? It goes into great detail about this, and then the people that got arrested trying to
He
keep these
worked on the electric car. Tell us about the electric car.
The EV1, the reason the EV1 went down was because people wouldn't buy it because of they couldn't pay the real cost of the car. They only had a lease program in California and Arizona, and the reason was to demonstrate the reliability of the electric car. The battery packs alone cost $40,000 just for that car, and they only deliver half of what the total was in terms of range in electric vehicles.
And they never advertised it, they discouraged the customer.
When they went on cross-country trips with the EV.
Electric car.
I'm working on another project right now, the Chevrolet Volt, which is a limited range electric, they call it an extended range electric vehicle. And that vehicle is guaranteed to get 40 miles on electricity, which is what they figure the normal American commute is around 40 miles a day. That's why they selected that. The approximate cost, to address what that lady asked about how much it was going to cost to plug it into the grid, the approximate cost is about what it would cost you to run a freezer. You know, if you have a freezer in your drive or something like that, the per year cost is about that much.
Yeah, but she's right about generating enough for everyone to do that.
So that's one of the reasons that Obama put out that we need to change the
Right, the way we.
We've got the technology, it's just been suppressed.
Yeah, here in Michigan, the governor talked about.
This gentleman, he hasn't said it.
I'm just, I mean, like.
Could you stand up, please?
Yeah, so we can.
Yeah, I mean, I know we talking about the stimulus and everything, and I see that as what everybody's calling it as a Band-Aid, but part of the reason why we look towards people like Obama and the people that he's really trying to organize is because they provide a leadership that is strong and is something that you can believe in. We once whatever the first part of the stimulus, because they'll probably have to do it again because whatever's going to happen in the meantime, the jobs that are going to be created are not. It's not going to be enough right away. We have to start trusting each other. I mean, and I don't know if anybody here was at Bill Cosby, but when he came to Flint, but he said what I think Obama and everybody else is trying to say is that we have to start believing in each other.
That's right.
And creating our own jobs. I mean, like,
And
it's going to be 3 jobs at a time. It's going to be 2 jobs at a time. It's going to be 1 job at a time. We got to, you know what I'm saying, knock some of these raggedy ass houses down and plant some vegetables for ourselves because eventually, I mean, it's not going to be nothing for us.
It's going to have to come to that because you have to realize that they cannot present enough jobs. There is another area that we do need to focus on. Everything else that we've talked about right now, we're going to accept that and take that. But let's talk about what we can really do in our own state. Let's think about one thing that we never have done. But Ohio made plenty of money at it. You know what they got? Toll roads. Every time you go through Ohio, you pay a toll. Why come Michigan hasn't got one up north?
Isn't that just another tax on the citizens?
Yeah.
A daily tax? We can't.
Really? Every time I go through there, I have to pay somebody. And I go through there a lot.
Yeah, but that's private.
But the thing is, what about, it's like, we can keep getting fish, or we can learn how to fish. What do we have? Okay, we have this huge manufacturing base that we are literally
And everybody
tearing down.
Right, but everybody here knows manufacturing, don't you?
Right.
There's not, I mean, any kids in the room know manufacturing. So it's not like you can't figure out another way to manufacture. We used to manufacture clothes. I used to manufacture clothes. Okay, we used to
Obama
manufacture
said we
everything.
he said we needed to go green. If we are manufacturing now and tearing those things down, why can't we utilize what we have and retool it? That's what they did in Sweden, didn't they?
Right.
Why can't we
And we have to
retool
come
what
up
we
with
have?
So what are some
What would you do?